Alrighty. Happy Monday morning. It's September 4th, and we're going to do a week ahead reading for all signs. I'm MJ. I'm the host of All to Love TV. I'm the founder of All to Love, and I do online yoga, online tarot, and I run this brand. There's a series of online courses, there's a book, there's merchandise. So feel free to check it all out, my universe. Most importantly, I hope you're doing all right. And let's get into it. I'm just going to tack on. So divine guidance and loving clarity. Divine guidance and loving clarity is my intention. We're going to start with Aries. If anybody wants to timestamp, that's amazing. I appreciate that. And this is being broadcast for the Patreons first. So patrons get first access ad-free. Top tier patrons get access and or they're invited to join the weekly yoga that I run as well. We're starting September 19th. So divine guidance and loving clarity. This reading is for Aries for the week ahead, September 4th. Can you guys believe it's September? And now our Venus is going to start moving direct. So it's likely that we have a lot more clarity around some relating and or around our values, around what we really want, what we really like, or maybe what we need to change, because there's still going to be these other retrogradations going on. So maybe we're going to really be having a broader life review, especially as the collective energies continue to shift, right? Because there's so much within this life experience where we perceive that lack of control. And I think that's a huge test point for us to reconnect to the center, right? To not give our autonomy and power away, but to hold it. So Ace of Swords for the Aries, Ace of Swords. I usually like to start with the 3 cards for the week ahead anyway. So Aries, this is like maybe Aries, your card is here. So you've got this new beginning, right? The messages that I'm getting from Ace of Swords is like you extending an offer or receiving a new beginning. This could be to do with your perspective. Interestingly, though, the cards surrounding it are not upright and they're not necessarily that positive. So you do have a movement here from the Devil into Justice, but the Justice is still reversed. I feel maybe that blocked. I'm hearing like you've maybe received messages that you've blocked and are gonna just go it alone or go on this fresh start or take a new beginning rather than say responding or because it's like I can't there's something about I can't do it like that or I don't want that anymore. What is this Justice and the Devil energy in the center? So these are both reversed. This is hence the Fool energy. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. You're just going to be given this new, like, just take another road kind of thing that. For some of you, this is connected to a King of Wands energy, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, dominant, bold, forthcoming. Because the King of Wands is looking at the new beginning. Maybe you've done something that's given this king a new perspective, or they've done something that's given you a new perspective. It didn't go in this balanced way, right? It didn't go in this justice grand sense, but there is this overcoming of a toxicity or breaking free from codependency. That could be part of it too. This new perspective is helping you break free from codependency. I mean, Aries too, I'm realizing King of Wands, that's you. You're looking at yourself. You're looking at your brand new beginning here. now I'm seeing this cycle, this almost like maybe you've been in a review with that Venus retrograde and you've gone, you know what, I don't want it to be like this anymore. And it's more of a shape shifting of yourself. Yeah, like overcoming past injustices, overcoming your own your own addictions or your own devil energy, or attracting that into your life. I'm hearing you will have love come in if it's something you want, but there is this kind of boldness of taking a new start and then just being really patient. So this is an earth sign, Knight of Pentacle coming your way. It's like you taking this new beginning is going to start bringing in better people rather than like devil energy or these major pivotal big cycles. There's this like, I'm done with that. I haven't taken my new perspective and going on the road or going traveling or just having this new beginning. Like you're claiming it for yourself. And then this is sort of ushering in King of Cups, Knight of Pentacle. You're looking more like that king or queen, right? It's like there's this profound healing. Yeah. Star card, healing, dreams coming true. I think it's been probably a long time coming for some of you around like, yeah, shifting these underlying energies here, these patterns, long-standing patterns as well. With the devil and the justice energy, right? Those two combined are like tight-knit codependent actions or behaviors. And so the new beginning, the Fool is like, well, all I know is I can't do it like that anymore. So I'm just going to step out. I'm just going to be free. And this is a positive thing that's going to bring in more stability for one, but also more emotional connection as well. That's definite. So Aries, here we are, brand new start for you guys as we're heading towards our autumn equinox in the Northern Hemisphere, right? We're moving on now. We're going to look at Taurus. I know I just saw a card the other way around. I thought, maybe not. Anyway, divine guidance and love and clarity for my Taurus lovers. Divine guidance and love and clarity for my juicy Taurus lovers. There's a new world after some losses. I'm sure I just saw it there. After some losses, Taurus, there's a new world coming after feeling as though we've gone through some losses. Or you've mourned, you've done a lot of shadow work, you've been mourning your losses, you've been mourning, grieving, letting go. Taurus, you've got a lot of action in your signs too. Plus that the Venus, whatever placements you've got in Taurus, there's squares, right? And so this would be push-pull, challenging. Something is, it's almost like these divine forces are seemingly holding you back. As in, it feels like something's stopping you from moving forward. Could be to do with love. Could be to do with being open to change. Taurus is a fixed earth sign, right? I would say aspects of our Taurian energy could be the most sort of fixed in our chart or the most challenging to shift and change, right? That sense of Tower, I feel like some things have just naturally broken up and fallen apart already. Uranus has been moving through Jupiter since 2018. That's like disruption and just a whole bunch of stuff that feels out of our control, right? Doesn't really surprised me realizing that so Uranus has been transiting through that Taurian energy throughout this pandemic and all these weird control energies and etc. that have always been around. It's just there's a there's a wisening and rising, I would say, of our collective awareness and frequencies, which is shining light in ways that we're just like, whoa, there's a lot of darkness and entanglement and shadows and all that, especially when a lot of us, I think, step into the quantum realms or healing and spirituality from an earnest desire for a better world and a better place, which is lovely. And yet diving into ourselves within that earnest, I guess, seeking will peel back and open up aspects of the shadow, distortion, separation, and darkness. And that can be difficult to transform, right? That can be, or challenging to work through, or seemingly like what the actual, right? The depth of pain that our human heart can actually work with is profound in as far as the layers and layers of multi-general separation consciousness, right? And that we're shifting into a more heart-centered realm. But more than likely, for a lot of us, stuff has come crumbling down. You've already done that. So there's been already a lot of things that have fallen apart in as far as that out of your control perspective shift, new beginnings, right? There's definitely an energy here around opening the heart to receive the greater guidance that you're seeking, to relieve you of the attachments that are remaining for you. I think the clearest or the most succinct message that I'm getting is like shadow work. Earthly, like in your body, shadow work. The devil energy twice here. I'm like, you're in it. There's fire, putting fire to feet. There's something about almost like exposing, my runny nose, pardon me, almost like exposing your own shadows to yourself. This is part of this breakdown. And there's something maybe about holding yourself accountable as well. The darkness, the trees, the forest. There's an energy here of retreat. Taking time for yourself, maybe moon bathing. I'm hearing, I don't even know what that is. Moon bathing. Like, I mean, you could look at it like I wake up early before sunrise. And so, and the sky was lit up and I almost thought I had left a light outside on. But no, it was just the moon, and I stepped out and the stars and everything was lit up, and it's been overcast for a while. So I've not actually seen the sky like that. And it was almost more like a quarter moon, but you know, full enough. Yeah. Okay. So it's like, it's almost the message here of like, you're in it now, and you've got to just see this transformation through. And I think this is a big part of these ending of these long-standing cycles, is that there's like a shift from our human, I guess, three-dimensional perspective. These shifts are happening so fast that we're almost not able to intellectualize or understand from that intellectual three-dimensional perspective. But all these emotional purges and all this greater revelatory awareness around shadow work and these endeavor and creatorship and all of that is really shape-shifting things, right? Really changing things. And part of this shifting and changing is honoring the shadow, honoring our power, honoring the darkness, right? And not just rushing forward, not just, and I personally really get that, not just pushing ourselves to keep going, not just rushing forward, allowing the process of transformation to reveal itself and reveal us within it. We are the transformed, or we are the transformative, right? Rather than a means to an end, rather than just, well, or even just going round and round in circles. Okay, we're gonna leave it there for my Taurus. That started to feel a little bit jumbled, so I'm curious for my Taurus lovers, like if that resonates and how it's resonating for you guys. let's move on. Let's crack on with the reading, shall we? Okie dokie. So now we go. Now we go. Divine guidance and loving clarity. Divine guidance and loving clarity, my lovers. Gemini. This is for Gemini. Divine guidance, loving clarity. Gemini. There seems to be an energy of love here, but there's also an energy of kind of flitting around as well. Gemini, this energy is sort of signaling to me that there's a lack of balance somewhere, somehow. And interestingly, it could have to do with courtship and love and romance, because there's a Two of Cups. So this is something about like someone you're dealing with could be just, there's like this card in the reverse, Three of Cups reversed to me, again, depends on the energies around, but you've got all these knights around, right? Knight of Cups, and then there's this Three of Cups. So there could be a sense of partying and maybe overdoing it on that side of things. All in all, you're feeling pretty lucky though, lucky in love. Wheel of Fortune. This is making me think like things are turning around for you in love. Feeling lucky, lucky in love. The Wheel of Fortune's turning around. Plus, we've got almost all the knights here, which simply makes me think you've had some dates, you've dated around, you've maybe been juggling like a few different romantic partners. I say that only because it's the Knight of Wands that's in the upright. Or maybe you're just choosing yourself, and as far as like going off on your own, maybe. If I'm honest, that Knight of Wands with the Two of Pentacles make me feel like something's not very balanced here. And then you receive illumination, Hanged Man reversed. You're feeling lucky in love, and then you're like, I know. Maybe it simply has to do with knowing that you know that you're definitely liking one energy more than another. It's like, because these two knights yonder, or here that I'm looking at next to the Two of Cups, these two knights are in the reverse. So there's definitely some people that you're turning your back on. You're like, I don't want to focus on that anymore. I don't want to work on that anymore. You're like, I'm done. I just want to feel good. I want to feel lucky. I want to feel in love. I want to. And then you're like, I see. And like something, maybe it's about like honoring your own, like, just what you want, I guess. Just, Hanged Man, illumination. There's your energy as well, Gemini, the lovers, the world. I'm interesting because it's sort of Gemini type of energy, but there seems to be this split. So there's sort of two portions of the Gemini energy that I'm reading for. However, Wheel of Fortune with the lovers here, there's lovers is number 6. So there's some sort of return of love and or feeling really lucky in love or about yourself. I mean, this bottom energy does make me feel like you're making a choice. Maybe you're choosing yourself. You're choosing your fulfillment, your joy, and then maybe that helps you choose a partner, or maybe naturally a partner just comes in after dating all these different people. maybe after being really non-committal, again, dating all these different people is a non-committal type of energy, right? Now I'm just having a date. Now I just want to go have fun. Now I just, that energy, this is what it is. So that just floating and dancing and after a while, almost feels like it could have felt like it was imbalancing your energy. That's more than likely it for most of you. So that non-committal energy starts to feel imbalanced to you. So you're needing to change the direction of things, even if it's just choosing yourself. And as far as I'm just going to be on my own, that's the love for me. And then Wheel of Fortune, more love, more sense of unity, whether it's yourself or with, but then again, this card was signaled this is with another person. Oh, I see. Okay, so for some of you, it's the fact of like, I feel like for some of you, you're wanting to move toward a new beginning. But if you've been in and out, you might be worried that you're going to present this new beginning and the person will be like, what the, back up? Like, why are you here? You know, you were just in and out or lying or like there was a non-committal back and forth, and then they come around, and then you're like, I feel really good about who I am. So for some of you, I think if there's somebody coming back in, you might be like, I'm just got to stay on my path kind of thing. Because it's like there's twofold. There's some of you coming into connection and finally making that commitment. And there's some of you that are choosing to be on your own and making that commitment to yourself. There's the reading for Gemini. Let's move on. Gemini, divine guidance, loving clarity, divine guidance and loving clarity. No, I'm moving on now. Thank you, Gemini. We're moving on to Cancer. So Cancer, divine guidance, loving clarity for my Cancer lovers. Divine guidance and loving clarity for anyone who resonates with the Cancer tribe. My friendly crabs. These last years, it's almost like the last cycle I was in, I had loads of Scorpio people in my life, and now there's all these. And then whenever I'd go through really, really unstable phases, guess what? Taurus people will come into my life. And then recently I've had quite a lot, actually, of Gemini, interestingly, and Cancer, Gemini and Cancer energy, which to me is about my communication style and like learning to communicate better. And then Cancer obviously is a huge part of home, family, roots, and that's like straight up what I'm having to heal. So it's like all these Cancer people are coming in to reflect, like, you know, where I don't have my crab shell kind of thing, where I'm lacking in that department. Cancer, I just shuffled, right? Like we're gonna shuffle again because those cards were the same. So Cancer, divine guidance, loving clarity for Cancer, divine guidance and loving clarity. You know, cards want to come out when that happens. So there's this energy of a divine balance taking place. Cancer. Some of you might be taking a relationship to like the next level. Justice card. Finally getting what you deserve in love. Although there's an energy in the Seven of Pentacles that makes me think some of you might be also having doubts. Like, is this really what I want? Is this what I want to grow? So there's a moment of reflection around, is this really what I want? Because let's be real, for a lot of us at a certain point of life, it's like you've been through a lot. You know, you've been through a lot of loss. You've been through painful endings and or losses from the emotional perspective, and also a sense of like failure. So it's like those failures actually help us to be better people, right? There does seem to be a very significant turnaround energy this week for you, Cancer. I keep hearing it, proposal. Some of you might actually be making a proposal to someone in your life, or receiving a proposal. And the proposal could be, for some of you, just a more serious commitment. And this maybe commitment coming in is what's bringing up for you, like, is this really what I want to invest in? Is this the direction that I want the garden to be growing in? There's something here about because justice, but then there's this return energy as well. So someone that you're choosing in love, after, I would say, a phase of self-development and loving yourself and getting into that energy, manifesting a partner, right? Manifesting somebody for you is justice. This could be somebody very familiar, right? Somebody that feels like families, or somebody that you just know from a past life, or somebody that you know from childhood, or somebody that you know that just comes in and feels like family, right? It feels like home, that beautiful piece there. And you're like, wow, is this it? Is this what I want? And then Hierophant, there's a proposal for some of you, more than likely, and or a higher commitment, keys exchanged, making it official. We're boyfriend and girlfriend, that kind of vibe. Well done. Nice. I like to see that, Cancer. That's a beautiful energy. And I know the Cancer love, you all deserve that kind of vibratory, don't you? Divine guidance, loving clarity. Now we're moving on. Let's go, Leo. Leo, divine guidance, loving clarity. Finally, and there is movement forward. Ooh, for some of you, there's movement forward after heartbreak. After, a lot of pain in the heart. 2 of Cups, thing in the reverse, moving forward, probably after a breakup of sorts or dissolution of a partnership on some level. For some of you, you're debating moving completely. You might move house, you might move town. But for some of you, I do feel like this is actually a higher call. Like you're being called to move yourself forward, and as difficult or painful as it might be, you're probably being called away on your own, and you're having to let go of a love relationship. Could have been even a marriage partner for some of you, yeah. This is about movement, though, and this is for you, I would say, a bit of a cosmic call that's helping you break free from any codependencies, probably, and then rebirth yourself. For those of you that this connection is truly like it could just be a little separation for you to go off and do like a retreat, or go off and do your thing for a bit. And it could just be like a month or a week or a day. It might, like for some of you, it's not this harsh divorcing breakup where we hate each other. No, this is more just like you going through something like, I need to go on this adventure, and not do it with your significant other. And then you get offered a new beginning, and then you both have to decide whether you're going to move up, whether you're going to move towns, whatever it is, whether you're going to up sticks, right? And then, well, I don't know, don't you? But I feel like you're not necessarily communicating that much right now. Because this is the week ahead, right? This is the energies coming in, like you're wanting this new beginning, you're wanting to maybe move, maybe you're looking for work in other states, I don't know, different things, right, for different people. But this is truly about empowering your next phase, Empress. And you can feel the call, because it's an Empress energy calling you. It's divine, it's benevolent, it's Chariot as well. Like, I need to go in this direction because I know that once I get to this direction, I'm going to be that much better off. I'm going to feel that much better, and then I can give that much more. So it's like you're maybe wanting to take this relationship from being knight status to Emperor, Empress. Like you want to move yourself into these different realms. And for a lot of you, it's about balance. Like so many of us, it's just about balance. Balancing your cups, balancing your energies, making sure that your dominant relationships are balanced in the give and take. This is a divine reordering for you, Leo. So If you're uncertain, don't deny that impulse for change, okay? It's here for you, even though it can be uncomfortable, right? These changes are for us to grow, evolve, and be a light for ourselves, a light for other people. Divine guidance and loving clarity. I'm gonna crack on. Might take a wee break and then come back. But so this is now for Virgo, my Virgo, beautiful, beautiful. So we've got Mercury retrograde in Virgo at the minute. Success is moving into success, riding into greater success after some emotional, painful losses. I feel like you guys have already taken this new beginning, and then it's like, oh, it's like, did I go in the right? So you're having to just hold the fort, like suspend, hanged man. Just be still or be present before jumping off a cliff, before jumping into some new beginning. Patience here, Virgo. This is what I'm getting here. Patience. I feel like some of you guys are getting ready to make some bold moves, or communicate something, or express something, or invest in something. You're like, this is part of your success, is being able to ride out some of those emotions or deeper grief moments, or go, yeah, okay, I lost that and that was painful and I'm sad, boo-hoo, but now I've got to look to the future. Now I've got to move my energy forward. For some of you, you could be doing a bit of a clear out, energetically speaking, and or part of that clear out is actually like, you might go out and just have a good time with your mates. Part of this energy for you, Virgo, is sort of saying, okay, yes, this was hard and this was rough, but I've got to permission myself to have fun. I've got to maybe, and that could be a simple bit of guidance, is having more fun. You're like, I need to have more fun. I need to get out of this depression or get out of this feeling of loss and know that I'm successful. There's something very rewarding for you about knowing how appreciated you are, and letting yourself be still enough for long enough to let go of the stuff that doesn't serve you. Because here there's something about, oh man, Virgo, this is relevant, like that just your other people's burdens do not need to be your burden. Simple as that. Other people's burdens don't need to be your burden. I feel like that could be a huge trigger of recognition or realization for you. Other people's burdens don't need to be my burden. Oh my God. What a revelation. See? And then it's like, wow, I get to just have a good time. I think there's something about a karmic reward coming in for some of you, Virgo. I think let's crack on. Feel like I can crack on. So we're going to divine guidance and loving clarity for my Libra lovers. Divine guidance and loving clarity for all my Libras. Divine guidance, loving clarity for Libra. For some of you, there's a letting go of possibly a Queen of Wands fire sign. Do what you like with genders, especially with general readings. Okay, so this is a wand energy, queen or king, and they're just, you know, I'm hearing things like drinking their life away, or just they're like feeling. I don't know what to do about that one. I mean, this could be partly your energy. You could be feeling a bit fried or frazzled or forlorn. There could be you could be drinking a bit too much. That energy's come through a bit in this week. For some of us, maybe there's some sort of Neptunian energy that's sort of pushing some of us into more substance abuse to forget the intensity of life. But then there's this feeling lucky card here. There's something, these Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment is like an amends energy as well, like wanting to turn things around, wanting to make things better, where maybe we're judging ourselves against foul play, something from the past, foul play. The Queen's in the reverse, right? The Queen in the reverse next to Three of Cups could just be somebody, that we're involved with somebody and they're involved with other people too, or simply that our partner or ourselves is going out and drinking too much. As simple as that, abusing booze, abusing substances, abusing these cups so that our fortune starts to go downhill. I feel like for some of you, this is what you're looking at, though. And by that, I mean you're not in this energy, you're looking at this energy. The sun, see how she's just got this one eye. Can you make that out? And she's reversed. So I'm like, this isn't necessarily present day. This is like memories, memory lane. Yeah, there's something exacting about your review process here. Clarity. You're endeavoring to find clarity and resolve to then feel good about who you are, move forward. Yeah, because it's like, otherwise I feel like there's like this depressive energy that just sort of like, it's like, unless we focus on clearing things out, healing these things, it's like that thing of even people that are on the other side, that we write letters to people, that we express things from the heart to heal, to forgive, to move on, to let go, right? So you're doing this kind of self-review, emotional excavation, which could bring up grief, but it could bring up insight, vision, inspiration, right? And then suddenly it's like, you know what? There's this huge final release, and then going, I'm good. Because you are good, Libra, you know it. I'm hearing that song, girl, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. Divine guidance, love, and clarity for Scorpio. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're digging on the vibratory. Hopefully the quality, the noise, not noise, the sound quality is all right. And hopefully the video quality is all right. I record on Zoom, but some of my tech's getting older. Scorpio, what's going on, Scorpio? You are possibly having to find a lot of strength around your working life, or Queen of Pentacle, King or Queen of Pentacle, that maybe you're having a hard time with. I mean, straight up, it could be a partnership, right? It could be a partnership that you're having a hard time with. Strength is being triggered, basically. By that, it's like you're not feeling really strong. You're being like, oh God, this is so challenging. You're dealing with an earth sign, okay? Pentacle, Queen or King of Pentacle. Honestly, for some of you, it could have drained your resources or something. I think you want to move to calmer waters, Scorpio. Possibly in connection, right? But there's something going on with your pentacle. Maybe you've just feel like you made a bad decision. Like we all do, but there's like this energy of like, oh no, buggered it. Like insider trading gone wrong or something like that. It's like investing and then losing a huge amount of investment and feeling really shit about it. Yay. I just possibly blew a snot bubble, but I don't think I did. Anyway, congratulations, Scorpio. You're welcome. Okay, so we'll just carry on. I'll get a few more cards for some clarity here. I'm getting a feeling for some of you, this is an opportunity for a fresh start. Whether or not you move into that fresh start, I don't know. You're you. Moving to calmer waters, though, possibly after making bad decisions financially. It's like if you've got a kid, it's like maybe the kid has just been a drainage. Maybe they've been lying to you and you've been giving them money and now you've sussed they've lied and you're like, no, and you're sort of having an emotional, but also like, like grieving the losses, processing the fact that your kid lied to you to get this money from you, whatever, as an example, right? But it's like being lied to, being triggered, and then suddenly like losing more than you can afford to lose on some level. Not that, I mean, we can always recoup, right? But this is part of you being like, I've got to get clear. I've got to get into that flow of that mental clarity, right? Because I think when we go through substantial loss like that, it forces us to like get grounded and find our way. But we're all different. That's what's fascinating about this game. Like, just because one of us, although I'm kind of like, is that true? Or anyway. Okie doke. So now I just want to find out about like, what's that guidance? So their sun's reversed here. The light, for just some of you, the light could be dimming around a connection. Strength reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed, somebody, and then the sun reversed. I feel like, okay, and then because of these losses, I'm like, for some of you, it could be the one you're with around, like, they're just not maybe able to support in the way that you need, or that the sun shone on this person until the sun did not shine on that person. And I think your strength is being triggered and you're like, I've just got to take myself to calmer waters. And then, okay, for some of you, there is a bit of a separation. It could just be like, if you're married and you've got some kids, it's like, you know what, I really do need a bit of me time. Would you mind just taking the kids to the cottage or whatever? Like, there's a sense of needing a bit of space and for you to find the clarity. And for some of you, there could have been someone else. 3 of Pentacles reverse. That's what disrupted the foundation. That's what triggered the strength. Sorry to say, I know it's it's part of why I read tarot, is because I often, without the cards, I just want to say what people want to hear. I always want to make people feel good, right? But that's just not how life is. We have challenges, we have triggers, we have healing to do, right? And so these aspects come through dynamics that are painful. And, when someone we love has been cheating on us or with someone else, it's going to be painful. It's like one of the worst things, I think. Or friends, betrayal, darkness, just secrets and lies. It's just, and the 3 of Pentacles, third party, right? King of Swords Rover, somebody that you've dealt with that just hasn't been honest with you. So I think you're wanting to get more grounded, and for some of you, probably attract a new love partner. Or for some of you, it's about having the appropriate conversations, discussions, to find the balance. Like, as in, okay, you lied or you did this, how can we rectify the situation? Because there's also the sense of, once you suss the lie, then you can shine light depending on how much you're invested. Again, like, oftentimes I think when you're married with kids and houses or whatever, it's like there's probably more, maybe or maybe not, but like, it's worth trying to sort it out, getting to the bottom of it and finding harmony and resolution. If you've had a few dates and you saw someone, it's like you're probably not invested enough to care to try to work it out. That's where I'm at. But for more than not, I do feel like these are people in significant dynamics. And for example, maybe one's been focusing on work so much, the other one's felt neglected, ended up straying. And then it's like, are you going to work it out? Are you going to find a peaceful resolution? You're going off, or they go off with the kids. Are you going to end up coming back together? I don't know. It's up to you, right? Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, it's about moving to calmer waters to get your finances back in play. And if you're with somebody that's draining those finances, it's going to be hard to get it back on. So you're having to find autonomy. Sometimes, like any of us, I think when we're focused on sustainability, often we have to come back to ourselves. We have to come back to, like, what do I need for, like, once you're sustainable, then it's like we can attract and align ourselves with other sustainable people. Or, yeah. So I would, for at least this week, I would say just focus on yourself and recouping stuff. And like a lot of us, it's not about impulsivity, but working through stuff, having communication, working through. All right, let's move on now. Where are we? Sag. My lovely, lovely Saggies. I love you guys so much. I have lots of friends that are Saggies. I resonate. I still am in Sagittarius, so Uranus and Neptune and is Neptune? Hold on. I'm trying to think. Maybe Neptune's in Capricorn, depending on. Oh no, it's definitely in Sag. Anyway. Oh, lovely. So divine guidance and loving clarity for my Sagittarius. You guys thinking about money? Sagittarius, 10 of Pentacle. So some of you Sagittariuses are moving toward more work opportunities. I think maybe some of you guys are wanting to make more money or save money or invest money or do something with money that helps you open up your world a bit with that Sun card. New beginning here. There could be a new opportunity at work. Straight up, you might have been doing some mental, or actually, I really feel like most of you really are just like plugging away and focusing on building up your resources, right? Nine of Pentacle. Yeah, and this is a good card, the self-made card. This is got everything you need. You're good to go. Yeah, you genuinely do, right? It's like there's a shift here, Sagittarius. I feel like you're starting to really trust yourself. This is fantastic. I feel like a lot of you have had a significant new beginning and you're finally feeling the gentle cues of like a reward of like, you did it, you're reborn now. And now you're just focusing on like generating more Pentacle for your stability and fun. No longer are you fixated on an external control. No longer are you looking for wisdom outside of yourself. I think this is a huge shift for you, Sag. I'm also getting an energy of going home. I don't know why. For some of you, you might be going home, but I kind of feel like it's like a heart home. So even though it looks new, it's like your home. So it's not new, it's familiar, right? But it could be that you find a new home and it ends up being your forever home. And you're like, oh my God, I remember this place. But like on a soul level. There's some really gentle energy here, but beautiful, really sustained or sustainable energy. So I feel like I just want to leave those cards there and be like, ooh, this is up there. This is a really positive reading, a lot of grounded stability, a lot of charged new beginning that is hopeful and promising and in trust and in God and in service. And there's just this abundance. Sun card is one of the best in the deck, yo. In the upright, next to the Ace of Wands, you're like, poosh, I've got to take charge now. I've got to go forth. I'm not going to be swept into other people's mental bullshit. Simply put, eloquently put. Okay, let's move on. We're going to get into the Capricorn reading now. As the sun rises. Okay, divine guidance, loving clarity for Capricorn, divine guidance and loving clarity for Capricorn. Messages coming in. I think you're having to be really intuitive, High Priestess. It's like it's like to get to that happily ever after, to get to that super joyful, abundant, happy life, there's this grieving, loss, letting go of the old, distorted messages, people lying, people trying to get at you, people like offering this and then taking it away, blah, blah. You're like, wow, am I ever done with this? Because not all the time, but obviously when it's relevant, when I look at that 5 of Cups, I'm also seeing his face is red. Not only is this person probably grieving some emotional pain, but they're frustrated, they're angry, possibly at themselves, right? I knew this wasn't going to work out. Or I knew, like, but the thing is that 5 of Cup person has to remember is that there's plenty more behind them. Or rather, if when they're ready to turn around, there's going to be a new energy there for them to get hold of. You're just not doing it yet. It's like turn around and step into a new world. But part of you is not, because it's like you're just, I feel like these are where like fears take over. It's like you're fearing that if you step into the new world, you're just going to attract the same, more people that lie, more people that say this, false promises. That's thing of like people that just talk razzmatazz and don't take action or fill you with a bunch of empty promises. This is part of what you're like, wow, am I ever tired of dealing with these types of people? High Priestess, you know. And that's part of what you're mourning, releasing, letting go, feeling the fury of your own doubt, maybe, or denying your intuition when your intuition is like, interesting. Message, false promises, false starts. You're going to just work on yourself here, Cap. I think it's like you're possibly just quite tired of it, done with dealing with other people's games, trying to play other people's games, right? I think it's like you're wanting to be the master of your own game, and so you're just going to work on your own life, your own creations. It's fair enough, right? Yeah, balance your energy, get really peaceful, get temperance energy means a little bit of a self-adornment energy too, like healing, restorative, play, dress up or something. Like there's a beautiful, peaceful, grounded and healing energy with temperance too. Yeah, this is your success, straight up. Follow your nose, right? Follow your I think on the precipice of something quite exquisite here. Follow your nose. Remain grounded. I think for some of you, it's like I'm getting something. It's like you don't want to be played anymore. You want to play the game. That wasn't quite what I was thinking, but it's kind of along those lines. Sorry. So instead of being played by other people, you're going to be the one moving those chess pieces. You're going to be the one in control. But from a very gentle, very compassionate, dare say, almost like a feminine quality of I'm the one who's directing this show, not you people. But I think this is partly because of your growth spiritually and the fact of you've proven how hard you can work. Yeah, you've already rebuilt it. Like I think you've already rebuilt your life. And for some of you, as you carry on working on your life and rebuilding everything, there she is. There is new love for you. Lots of it too. This is an Ace of Cups energy. Ace of Cups, woo, overflowing with light and transformative energy. It's like loving freedom. It's like embodying that loving freedom. Super juicy. Love it. Ooh, pretty dynamic energy as well, Cap. So I'm going to leave it there. Success. Keep at it. You work. And I think it's just turning your back on listening too much to other people, especially people that trigger a sense of lack or unworthiness, and you're just over it. You're just over it, Capricorn. Let's go. Aquarius, divine guidance, loving clarity. Divine guidance, loving clarity. Oopsie daisy. Aqua, divine guidance, loving clarity for Aqua. Almost immediately. And again, for most, I am getting a sense of you're possibly having to deal with a lot of different stuff going on with your kids. One of them's going this way, the other one's going this way, the other one's going this way. Mom, I need this. Dad, I need that. There's a lot like of requests and demands, and so did this, but I need to go over here. And you're just like having to like hold the fort and be really balanced in yourself, right? Because they're all maybe pulling you in different directions. So yeah, and I know that. I think Aquarius, Leo. So Venus is going to retrograde in your intimate relationship house, right? And so this is business partnerships, children, etc., etc. And for some of you, there's been a big change out of your control, big change, tower moment coming down. It could have to do with finances. I'm hearing something about a test of will, a test of will. So temperance is a central energy here. I think it's helping you break free. Lack, unworthiness. You're having to temper that. It's like a whole bunch of energy encased in the past. And now is temperance, you, divine connection, balancing the energies, staying really grounded, dealing with, again, most of you, I just feel these are children. If not children, maybe some of you, they're your staff or like people that work for you. You're just having to stay really present, balanced, stable in the here now, because what is leaving your world is like all this past energy. Attachment, a dissolution of a marriage and or a familial situation, possibly the end of a lot of fighting and battling and back and forthing and saying one thing and getting another, a lack of financial support, a lack of emotional support, lying, manipulating, blah, blah, blah. So these are dealings with people, our past shadow aspects, things that are out of our control, but at the same time, part of our process of evolution, right? This is all these unworthinesses, the fear of abandonment, the fear of rejection, which we harbor inside, right? We vibrate it, we feel it. So sometimes these situations are triggering that so that we can move into greater realms. The Nine of Cups is feeling lucky. So as long as you're staying really balanced and centered in yourself and knowing the difference. Oh yes, those are my old thoughts. Those are my trauma booms. those are those old feelings that I used to harbor, but now I'm going to choose to feel lucky because I'm centered and I'm balanced and I'm whole and I'm complete and I'm connected to the divine, and right. Yeah, it's like decisions, choices. Here now, can you be grateful? Here now, can you feel like all is well? It's not always necessarily easy, but you can keep choosing. And that's part of the Christed state of consciousness. Choosing thine kingdom, right? Be lucky. Choose luck over, oh, I am forlorn. No matter, any of us, no matter what our physical circumstantial reality looks like, no matter any of it, we can in our heart space connect to either I'm a worthless piece of, or I am beautiful and whole and I have so much to give. If other people don't want that or don't want to connect into that or only want to put us down or only whatever, ignore us, blah, blah, then we can release it. We can go, well, I deserve more. There's such a regal energy here. Aqua, I'm going to leave it there for you guys. Let me know if that resonates. This is a week ahead. Now we're going to do Pisces. Hey, I made it through all signs. Pisces, let's go. Divine guidance and loving clarity. Pisces, you've got Saturn and Neptune. Holla, holla. So I did see. Yeah, I can remember when Neptune was transiting. I believe it would have been that timing. Like this was all spiritual awakening vibratory. Let me double check. Whoa, holy cow. I didn't realize. So, oh wait, no, I lie. Yeah. So for me personally, when Neptune's retrograding my first house, that was just pivotal, like spiritual sense of self morphs and changes through the life we live. So no, I lie. Pisces. Let's go. Divine guidance and love and clarity for my Pisces. So I feel like for some of you, you're creating, that's like your energy too. There's two fish, right? A lot of the signs are getting these sorts of energies of like really healing and processing the pain of loss, and then looking out into the horizon. It's like a lightness after difficulty, right? Freedom after pain or bondage. Plus I feel that this is a sequence of events. Like as you let go of the past, there's also sometimes a phase of grieving who we used to be. So if we always got accolade by carrying other people's burdens, and then suddenly we're like, I just am too broken to carry other people's burdens, and then we have to let go because there would have been something we got from carrying that until we didn't. And we're like, oh, I'm not getting anything. I have to let it go. But that's kind of all I know. Like I know how to carry other people's burdens, but who am I if I'm not carrying those burdens? Grief, pain, I don't know. But then I'm like, I'm going to look out in the horizon, because the Two of Wands is a really great card to me. It's an energy. You hold the world in your hands. You've already taken a new beginning. I do really feel that. That's what it's like. You might still be grieving what the release that you've made. You might be grieving what you've let go of, but you've already taken that new beginning. That's why some of the emotional pain is coming up. You've stepped into it. You're looking out into the world. You're looking out into the horizon and being like, okay, oh God, now what? And that oh, now what feeling can be all at once super duper exciting, but also like, all of our fears can come up as well. But you've definitely made that decision, right? I feel like you're wanting to give yourself more opportunities. And also for some of you, you might be delivering messages. There could be you could be embodying more of the energy of messenger, delivering messages of hope, channeling messages, attuning to the watery realms, right? Piscean energy, offering that connection to those divine realms. And then this is helping you generate, or this is helping you elevate your sense of self and your sense of creatorship, which is magical, obviously, right? Yeah, lots of new energy coming in. I would say stay committed to the path, because you are moving forward. You are creating opportunities for abundance and joy and love and just more newness, right? Yeah, you're definitely manifesting it. And it's just beautifully positive as well, because it's like a rebirth, but with grounded wisdom. So it's like you're really knowing how to use that energy wisely to break out of any prison you could be in, right? King of Wands with that Seven of Wands here, breaking free. No longer behind those chains. You're breaking out of them, right? Letting go of those past pains, burdens, and sick and tired of carrying stuff for other people. You're like, I don't want to do it like that anymore. I'm going to do it like this. And then I can offer more. I can be more. I can generate the kind of messages that I want to generate for myself, for the collective. There's definitely this sense of breaking free from the prison of our minds here. This is epic. I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. Let me know if that resonates with any of you guys. Have a great week ahead, my lovers supreme. And again, Patreons, give her a like and feel free to comment. And everybody else, if you want to join Patreon, you can. Otherwise, have a great week ahead, you guys, and I'll see you real soon. Take care.